Welcome back. This is Jack. Let's get started. We are dropping into the mission for that pirate corporation, where we're going to try and take over that satellite. Now, I don't imagine this being too difficult a mission, he says optimistically, but I did do a couple things off screen. I now have two different types of sniper rifles, both about the same damage now. One does electricity, the other does plasma. Electricity being good for robots, which is what I assume I'm versed.
We should get the power generator going again. Might cheer up the place.
Now, I'm wondering why there's I keep doing that. Warning, contents may have shifted in transit. Okay, I don't care. Which means I get the feeling that something was transported here that shouldn't have been. Alright, so far... The fact that it keeps saying restricted access makes me nervous. Mostly because in actual worlds... What the heck hit me? I think it was a mine on the ground I didn't see. Why would there be mines on the ground? Interesting. And this is one of those times I'm going to go ahead and use the ability intentionally this time. I'm going to have to find some because some more of those healing things because I burned through a lot of my stockpile just accidentally pressing F instead of Q. Or not Q, but E. Yeah, there was Oh. Was I too close that time? Because it does make you dizzy. Oh yeah, there's things to fight right up ahead. Because you can see on the compass rose in the top. Cool. So, generator's been returned to normal. Maintenance logs. Since the laboratory sent. So basically it's a lot of toilet stuff. So this place has been abandoned for about 991.
Captain, I've been attempting to contact you with urgent news. However, communicational functionality was impaired due to the power outage. A UDL vessel has been tracking our position and just recently docked with the station. They are patching into the station's transmission lines now. I cannot stop.
I've been waiting for this day since we tagged your ship in Cascadia, Captain.
I've been in Cascadia.
So glad we finally have this opportunity. My ship is docked with 1084. There's no escape.
Probably after my predecessor.
You've been poking your nose into restricted locations. This makes my superiors unhappy. I could peel your ship open like a can of forest. But I'm in a sporting mood.
Nope, just gonna fight them.
I assure you that was never my intention. See you soon, Captain.
Oh, I get it.
The UDL gunship remains docked at the station. They must intend to board with a full squad of troops.
Here I was, hoping we wouldn't have to hurt anybody.
Why am I not concerned? Like, this is kind of what I do on a daily basis.
Alright, people, stay sharp. That little sublight sprack can pop out of anywhere.
See, look at the damage difference from when I was using it before. I would do close to 200 without electrical. Oh.
Sterling is this unit's middle name.
I see you now!
Something else that's going to open up the door for me to move a little bit. Alright, it's only a slight increase. I think that first shot was more because I was hoping to heal her with a thing. Alright, oh, there you are. Cool. Killed a corporate commander. Oh, I wanted your armor. It looks cool. Alright. That looks like that was everybody. Time to loot. Alright. Let's see here. Alright. Sorry, I was just double checking to make sure my camera was back on. If you're gonna fight me, I'm gonna loot you afterwards. Just a word of warning. what they were hoping to achieve. Alright, so the combat drones are all locked down in certain places, so I get the feeling they that whatever went wrong happened suddenly, because the droids weren't able to respond, and it doesn't seem that means it probably wasn't invaders or anything, or if it was, they acted so fast that the droids weren't able to do anything. Of course, Morales, you gave the PhD tanks of Nicklin scrambling gas and no warm bodies to test on. What did you think would happen? So basically, they tested chemical. Once upon a time, there was a trained in a soldier. I love you, Angelica. Oh, no. I'm not letting you play with my feelings like that. No. Mind your head. How far do you have to be so it doesn't trigger the dizzy effect? Seriously.
Proximity analysis. External fill sterilization measures employed. Caution. Contact with electrical currents can be lethal to customers.
That floor is electrified. Why is the floor electrified? Seriously. Like, what is the purpose? It's like when you're like, what is it? Can I, oh, I can pick that. Let's do that. It's like when you're watching like some adventure movie, and they come across a room that's got like a random obstacle with like slamming doors or something like that. Like, what purpose does that serve? Disengaging security checkpoint. How was I supposed to advance if I didn't have like the security stuff or the proper lockpicking level? I guess there's probably a key I found. Who set up all these mines? I'm not complaining about the mines. It may have been something that's deactivated until security dictates otherwise, and they left it on. I don't know. I also question the idea of picking up food that's been left behind. Like, this place has been abandoned for over 900 days, and I imagine everything is expired. Oh, big version instead. Nice. Alright. Alright, am I about to get into another fight? Yes, minutes here. So more security guards, not just more robots. Rubit!
Got it. Hands down.
How did I miss? One of those kids, I guess.
All germs and contaminants have been neutralized.
But yeah, the electrical damage is definitely doing better, because that would have taken a lot more previously. Subject should not be revived until a method for stabilizing his condition is found. Okay. Who are you? Oh, apparently the board doesn't like me. Subject will need extensive nucleoline resequencing of any chance of viable extraction. I'm sorry I didn't have like this, James. We'll come back for you once we fix all this, I swear. Okay? So, basically this guy is kind of stuck here. No, hopefully the Pirate Corporation is willing to help out. I doubt they are, because they're technically criminals, but... Or, technically it's a salvage company. We just happen to salvage things people currently own, sometimes. Alright, let's open this up. It's gonna circle me back around. Yep, there's that door. Alright, here's the terminal where I'll be able to reflag this place as ours. Alright. I don't know what I just did. Project summary, security routines, modify system access. There we go. Cool.
Hold on, Tick. Don't we know Chartrand from Cascadia?
So that was not as difficult as I thought. It's just interesting that the board came after me. And I don't think they were after me. At least I don't think they were. They may have been after who they thought was Hawthorne. Because I don't remember going to that planet that they're talking about. Or I may have. I don't know. I just don't remember it. Or at least if I did, I don't think I did anything that would warrant the board to care. Then again, it may be a faction thing, like you do enough to upset them, and then they'll just start hunting you. Alright, so apparently my lying is not as good as I thought it was. Now, as much as that annoys me, I need to start improving my lockpicking skill and hacking, because I am tired of having to spend that weird currency to unlock things. So we're going to go ahead and increase that. Hopefully that'll decrease the cost. My goal is to eventually get as minimal as possible, of course. The idea, so that, preferably 0.
Back for a rest? Space adventuring is tiring work.
Because I'm concerned...
Captain, I must say, your thrilling management of the UDL troops at HRS-1084 was masterful to, remotely keep apprised of.
I forgot what I was going to say. It's not important.
Destination reached. The
We're
groundbreaker.
going to go turn it in and see what she says. And then there's one small thing I want to take care of on the groundbreaker. One of my friends told me there is another companion you can recruit. I think I know where she's at. Somewhere I haven't really explored too much. And there's a lot of places I haven't really explored. But based on the description of the character, I think I know where she's at. But mind you, even getting her, I probably won't use her just because I do like using her party. Sorry, I almost started selling a couple things because I want to clean out that medical base stuff. Because if you look at my equipment, I don't like having things such a limited amount of free space. Not like mind you, I'm about halfway full. So in theory, I can carry a lot of things, but I don't like it coming down to, should I have this? Should I keep this and sell it, or should I break this down? No, I just want to be able to carry as much as possible. But I can probably increase my strength a little bit. Well, no, you can't, because you actually can't change your attributes. You can change your skills. But again, the attributes could purely be based off. It's not important on what we're thinking yet.
Finally, a base of our own. Soon we'll have eyes on every corner of the system. Well done, Captain. I heard about that. While my lawyers scratch their heads wondering how we deal with human salvage, I'm leaving the researchers in hibernation. Aside from the automated security, did you meet any resistance at the station? I knew it. They've been shadowing us since Monarch, maybe even longer. I've been less than honest with you. Your assignments weren't strictly about the salvage business. You might have figured that out already. That's right. Up until now, I've kept you in the dark for your protection. And more importantly, mine. But I'd like to think we've earned each other's trust. After the Monarch job, I started connecting the dots. I didn't like the picture. Then what we found at Station 1084 confirmed my fears. You and I have stumbled onto something big. Something none of us were meant to know. I'm thinking more along the lines of the sapient species paradox. Ask yourself why a skeleton crew was studying that Alta Vitae gas in secret. Ask yourself why stockpiles were hidden on a planet full of monsters. Wrong. I think it's about intelligent life discovering us. Aliens. I'm talking about aliens. They're the ones responsible for the deaths at 1084, and who knows what else. We have to put a stop to it. Hear me out. I'm saying it's aliens. I'm not asking you to like it. I'm not even asking you to believe it. But I need to act on this threat to the colony, and I can't do it alone.
This doesn't feel at all right, Captain.
Your crew is skeptical. That's good. I don't want you walking into the unknown with blindfolds on. I assume you have questions? If we're gonna see this through, I'll need your trust and commitment. Now's the time for setting doubts aside. conspiracy. One carried out with the help of human collaborators, assuming they haven't all been replaced. This is an invasion of our very cells. That damned gas is mixing our nucleon with halcyon biology to twist us, change us, make us more like those monsters on Monarch. No kidding. That's how they want it. When I lined up the evidence in my spreadsheet, there was only one possible conclusion looking back at me. This is my data talking, not my anxiety or lack of sleep. Sharing my findings took a calculated risk. If you were a spy, I doubt you'd even realize it. Only your cells would know.
I really want to mess with her and do the cross your eyes, we're coming to get you, Lilia, but that probably is a bad idea.
Probably nothing to worry about, as long as you don't start growing tentacles or slowing down time. Dr. Chartrand is the crooked psychopath behind the gas experiments. She sold out her species, and I need you to put a bullet through her skull.
Oh, that's easy.
She's a research scientist and a damn good one. Before UDL poached her, she engineered a 0.2% increase in cystipig juiciness. Now she's doing the same thing with humanity. Her fingerprints were all over Station 1084. You saw what she did to her team. It's cute that you'd think that about me. I just want to add savior of humanity to my resume. I've got ambitions outside of this office, you know. Besides, this way Sublight gets first dibs on alien salvage. Do you usually come across innocent people trapped in suspension tanks? Because some of us would call that excessive. Remember, the tanks were just the shit she left behind. Just imagine the experiments she carted off to her next lab. Just think of it as salvaging hope from the smoking wreckage of humanity. This is your initiation into a future with Sublight. Want a steady position in our ranks? Buy one with a bullet. Well, there's your usual fee. What else do you want, a promotion? It's yours. Even better. I'll owe you one. This keycard will get you through the front door of her Byzantium estate. Don't ask how I got it. You might not like the answer. By now, the other side knows what you're doing. Don't trust anything Chartrand says. She's compromised down to the bone. Maybe even deeper than that.
Literally named this character Avarice, which is greed. So the idea of my character is morally compromised to begin with, so I wasn't intending to play a good character. My character's goal is still to free the host because reasons, but also hates corporations. So we're not going to do that just yet. Is this the door I'm looking for? No, it's the other one. I walked right past it. Thinking it's over this way, or I think she's because I was told she. No, restricted access, so I can't go through there without getting busted.
Keep hanging around, and what can I do for...
Nothing now.
You have...
Although, person in the front, I should put away my weapon. At least.
I'm sorry. See, Furu? We could have avoided... Let me get one thing straight. As for the rest, I'm trying to figure that out. All I know is that... Be my guest, if you...
Hello. Junlei called up. Now is this...
Yeah, from me don't remember because I made everybody here like me from doing good job. I actually get access to stuff. Ooh, lab protective monocle. Does this also increase it? Oh, it increases tech skill. Maybe some good cloth. So my philosophy on this, and I don't know if it's a good idea, is you can carry...
What seems to be... If only my other patients had so... The records say Miss Doyle checked herself in and requested I admit no visitors. Yes, and we're grateful for the help. I'm afraid that area is...
I'll use my speediest wrench.
That's very conscientious. Very well, you may enter.
Alright, so I've got access to both things I want to do. So let's quickly... Because I don't know if this is me getting her or not. I might have to double check it. Worst contact. Oh, so that is the mission. Okay, cool. So let's go ahead and do that real fast. It's not here. And that's the back room they were talking about. Let's go quickly check that out. Yeah, the restricted access is turned off. Oh.
Contagion threat level ultra mega high.
To the last ratchet on rut in time. You hull-headed quacks do know that restful recuperation requires not being disturbed, don't you? What? Why? Everything's fine. We're all fine here. No need for her to be worrying her pretty little head about me. I'm just terrible, dreadful sick is all. Got a cough that won't quit and sores all over my body. Highly, lethally contagious. But I'll be fine, so long as I'm left alone. Criminy. She really ain't gonna drop this, is she? Alright, okay. We can discuss this like the level-headed folk that we are. Seems I've got to do something before Ellie goes jabbering my business to anyone with one ear and an intent to listen.
The truth is, I'm not sick. But if you repeat what I'm about to tell you to anyone, I will deny it with my dying breath. You, ain't with the board, are you? See, I owe them a lot. I might have missed a payment or two, and the other night I swear someone was following me back to my room. So I hold up here to lay low. Udon Bedford's the board guy on the station. He'd know how I stand with them. If you can square things for me, I'd owe you one even bigger than Ellie owes me. What? No, I didn't do anything. I'm a law-abiding denizen of this ship, I swear.
I like her already.
Think? No. I recognize a contracted killer when I see one, thank you. In my line of work, that's a skill you develop during week 1, assuming you want to keep breathing. All right, I'll fess this part up too, if it means you'll help me. I'm a thief. I specialize in particularly high-end and historically valuable items.
Yep, definitely like her.
3 weeks back, I caught rumor that the blood-tier diamond, last worn by an heiress on the Lost Hope, had surfaced for the first time in 70 years. If I had, you think I'd be hiding out in the med bay? I was gonna steal it, lined up Udom as my buyer. He paid half up front to finance the operation. Let's just say things went sideways about the time I got my hands on the diamond, and it crumbled to stardust in my palm. Anywho, I barely made it out with my life, and nary a plan to make back Udom's deposit I'd spent. Thanks for helping me with the board. You're a real pal. Or I guess I should say, Ellie is one, huh?
That's a lot of XP. Alright, so let's quickly go take care of that. Not where I was wanting to go. I don't plan on looting the medical bay. Really don't know why, I just feel it's unethical to rob hospitals. Oh, it's a toggle. I've been holding it this whole time, but apparently dash is a toggle, not a shift hold. So let's quickly help her out. We're gonna call it that.
This is Halcyon News.
How do you do? Miss Doyle owes the board a significant sum. Alas, the only collateral she has is her organs. That's not unreasonable.
I guess it's better than losing your organs, but...
Miss Doyle is deeply in debt, and the board has every right to do whatever they like to recoup that debt. What guarantee do I have that she'll agree to... I'm not sure the price of her organs will allow a profit in that case. I expect her liver is, used goods, as it were. I will recall my collection agent. Tell Miss Doyle to report to me promptly for her first assignment. Now, is...
No, that's it. I'm not gonna... Because you can, in theory, tell him about Phineas Wells, and I don't know what the benefit of that is. So let's see. Let's quickly go
Wish
talk
I
to her
could say
again.
it was good to At least you
Oh,
finally
she's
got
up
your
right now.
chance to square our debt.
The good news came through the wireless. Looks like you paid my debt to Jesse. I guess that means I owe you now, right? Tell you what, I'm a little short on bits at the moment, but I'm a decent scrapper and a better-than-average
Oh,
sawbones.
she's a doctor.
If you're looking for a medic, I can work my debt off. It's like people touching a cookie and leaving it in the box. It's just one of those things that gets under my skin.
And she smokes. If you look on her belt, instead of having bullets, she has cigars.
You won't be sorry. Though it looks like you've got a full roster already. Time to play favorites, Captain. Traveling in style, are we? I'll be sure to nab a cabin with a view.
Simulating experimental protocol. Friendly greetings. Welcome to the crew, ma'am. Please be advised that only Sam's registered customer may give this unit authorized commands.
Alright. So that's already interesting. We got a Sawbones doctor on the ship now. So, anyway, so that's going to be all for this one. I don't know what's coming up next. Thank you for watching. This has been Jack with The Geek's Perspective. Please like, subscribe, and follow so you'll be notified when future videos come out. And in regards to the coronavirus outbreak, wear a damn mask.